everyone. So today I'm going to be making a recipe from this book here. I bought some groceries in the last grocery haul. I don't know if I uploaded that or not. I'll have to check. But I'm going to make this chili in the crock pot, and all you need is beef, beans, tomatoes in the can or fresh, cumin, an onion, and salt and pepper. But I'm adding some extra stuff because I need to use it up. I'm adding red and yellow peppers, one of each, and then I have some celery here in a cup because it was really droopy, so I just cut the end off and put it in a cup of water, and I left it out on the counter, and now it's perfectly fine. So I'm gonna add that and an onion. In the meantime, I'm making a grilled cheese sandwich with ham. Well, two for my boyfriend, and I put this cup here to get out of the way. But I actually froze this lunch meat ham because we weren't going to eat it all at the time that I had it, and it was like not going to go bad, but I just didn't want it to go bad. So I froze it, and now it's the perfect amount for the two sandwiches. Maybe a little too much, but oh well, that's okay. So I'm gonna make the sandwiches, and then I'm gonna put all this in the crock pot, and then my meat is in the in the sink. I have to de-thaw it in the microwave. So let me make that, and then I'll come back. It's Sunday, by the way, so I might make some cookies too. Okay, so as you can see, it is starting to sizzle, and I didn't add anything to the pan. It's just the water from it being frozen. So I like to just cook it for a little bit to warm it up, and especially since it was frozen. I don't normally have frozen ham, but I just didn't want it to go bad. So usually it's just like fresh lunch meat. We use it up right away. But this was pretty good ham, so. And also the rolls that I'm using, I don't usually buy potato rolls, but we got these for pulled pork sandwiches, and I have two left, so that's perfect. I need to use it up. And then I have just a little bit of white cheddar cheese that I also need to use up. So I'm gonna have to go to the store soon. I don't know if I'm gonna go today though, maybe tomorrow. So yeah, I'm just gonna let this cook for a little bit and get de-thawed, and it will curl up a bit, but there's enough for two sandwiches. So let me keep doing that, and I'll come back. Okay, so the ham is pretty well heated. I took it out of the pan, and then I'm gonna use this much butter because I'm making two sandwiches. I bought this butter on sale. Butter's really expensive now, but this one was on sale. It's unsalted, but that's okay. It's probably better. Then you can just add the amount of salt that you want. Alright, so I'm just going to melt this down, and it does have, you know, the ham flavor in it now, because that's what, the same pan. I'm going to melt it down, and then I'm going to put I guess I should separate it. The bottom of the potato roll in the pan. And I usually like wipe the pan with it so it gets the butter on it. And then I usually let it just sit for a little while, and you can press it down too. The cheese. Let me grab that. I just have some leftover like white American cheese that I need to use, so I'll separate it over the two and put it on. Sorry, this is like really bad quality. I don't know if I'll use all of it because I have more than 2 slices left, and these rolls are kind of small, so I'll just start with 2 each, and then I'll put the ham over the 2. Still warm from before. Okay, and it usually falls all over. I'm glad I can use this stuff up and then it doesn't get wasted. Alright, there we go. And then I'm going to put the tops on and push down. Use the spatula and push down. And then I'll probably leave that for a few minutes. It's on number 4. I usually don't go too high, just because I don't want to burn anything. Like the pot that I'll go around with the butter. And then let's see. Oh, there we go. Okay. See? Gets a nice crust on it. The only thing is the cheese doesn't melt as fast as I want it to. So what I've been doing is putting a little water in the pan and then covering it with a pot to help steam it a little. So let me do that real quick. So this usually happens pretty fast. I'm going to put the water on while it's steaming and just put this on top and let it sit for a minute just to melt the cheese down. And it really does work. See? The cheese is getting melted. And then they should be done, honestly. So let me plate it up and I'll show you the finished product. Okay, here they are. They look perfectly crisp and you can see the cheese is melted and the ham is on there too. And then he wants some coffee, so I have this just decaf coffee instant thing. So I'm just heating up in the microwave a cup of water. So I'm gonna add some milk and sugar, and there you go. Sunday breakfast. And then for me, I don't know, I didn't really want a sandwich, so I'm trying not to eat too much bread. So maybe I'll just have some oatmeal or something. If I have some grapes, I could have too. So anyway, when I start to make the chili, I'll show you guys. Okay, so what I ended up doing was chopping up the rest of the grapes that we had. So I made that, and then I made instant oatmeal, strawberries and cream, and my boyfriend wanted evaporated milk in his coffee, which I never use that, but I just put it in my oatmeal because now we have to use it for something. So I usually just use regular milk, and yeah, I used to always eat my oatmeal like really soupy like this, but now I don't know if I really like it like this. Maybe I'd rather have it be thick, but oh well. Okay, so I de-thawed the meat a little bit and I put it in the crock pot, and the recipe calls for 2 tablespoons of this, 1 can of the diced tomatoes, and I picked the no salt added. And then they said white beans, but I'm going to use the kidney beans because that's what I have. And then red or black beans. And I'm going to use the black beans. We have to rinse and drain these. So it just says to mix it all up and then put it on low for 6 hours, I think. Or high for 4. But yeah, I'm gonna put it all together and turn it on, and then I'll show you. Here's everything mixed up in the crock pot, and I'm gonna put it on low for the 6 hours and see what happens. I'll show you guys in a little bit how it looks. Hey everyone, it's been about an hour or so with the crock pot on. I decided to change it to high just because I wanted it to cook faster, because otherwise it'd be done at like 8 o'clock at night. So now I'm just gonna mix it up since all the meat should be not frozen now. I don't recommend putting like half frozen, half not meat in there, but it was mostly de-thawed. It was just a little bit that was frozen in the middle, so it smells good so far. And in the meantime, I was making peanut butter cookies. So I'm on the second batch in the oven, and it was really easy. So I would say for maybe like 24 cookies almost, you need 2 cups of peanut butter, a cup of sugar, and 2 eggs. And that was literally it. So I might make these also, because I found them in the pantry and I need to use them up because they like just expired. And I know it's not good to use like old baking stuff, so if I just use it now, it'll be okay. This one you just need a stick of butter, water, and an egg. So I'm gonna try to make those two, I think, just to use it up. So I'm gonna mix this and then I'll show you when I make those. I realized I completely forgot to put the garlic inside the chili. I have only this minced garlic right now. I really don't like the liquid that it's in, so I'm trying to get that off and then put this much inside and mix it around. But next time I'll just stick to fresh garlic. I thought this would be a shortcut, and maybe it's okay in cooked things, but when you really need fresh garlic, you need it. It's different. This has like a bitter taste almost, but I'm just gonna use it up because not for all in this, but I want to use it up. I don't want to waste it, so I'm gonna put this much inside and mix it up. I also ended up making some chocolate cookies, and then let's see how this is doing. Looks good so far. I'm gonna have to mix it because I think some of the fat is like coming to the top. But overall, it looks like it's almost done. I know that it's been almost the amount of time that it said to cook it for. So, but it like didn't say to drain any of the fat or anything. So we'll see how it comes out. Still has a little bit more time to go. And the chocolate cookies were just like a mix. I think I showed it earlier, but I made kind of a lot. So, yep, there's that. Hey everybody, so it's been about 5 hours because I changed it to high, and it was 4 hours on high or 6 hours on low, and then I just did an extra hour just in case because the meat looked like red to me still, but this is it. So I'm gonna call it done because it's been in there an extra hour. It's super liquidy, but chili usually is. The juices from the meat are coming out clear, and the color of the meat is brown now. So I'm just gonna break this one up. That's the only thing. I think if I did this again, I would chop the meat up in a pan and then like almost like cook it like a tiny bit before putting it in, just to make sure. But it looks done now. So I'm sure it's not gonna have as salty of a taste as the other chili that I make, because it's not like a chili packet. I just added cumin. But yeah, it looks good. And I got these cube things for Christmas where you freeze it into like 1 cup portion. So I'm gonna do that with this, I think. Or I might give some to my mom to have for dinner. But I'm gonna turn it off now. I got this at a garage sale, this crock pot, for like $4. I'm gonna unplug it, and I'm gonna leave the top off for a while so it can cool down, and then I'll put it away. So I had a productive day. I made 2 types of cookies and chili, and then I made chicken Caesar salad pitas for dinner. I didn't show that. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this little vlog, and I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.